Hello and welcome to this podcast. I just spoke to Gopika Chowfla, a fantastic insight into the founder's mind. She's the founder of the Goa Open Arts. That's the poster behind. It's amazing to have this conversation with her at this moment. She gave us 15 minutes. The opening is tomorrow. There are 300 people outside. Everyone's ready to go. She gave us 15 minutes to have a conversation in the middle of a tornado. She spoke very, 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 very calmly because I guess she believes in herself. She believes that the people who trust this festival will deliver. There's some amazing artists all over in this entire old GMC building. Watch this conversation and just learn how to chill even though you have a lot of responsibility. I hope you watch this. It's a short podcast, but by the end of the podcast, you'll be like, wow, this is the way to behave when you have surety. I learned something. And this video is brought to you by Lananta Absinthe. Hello and welcome to this episode of Goa Open Arts and Art History Plus podcast. I have with us the maker, the producer of this fantastic festival, Gopika Chowfla. She is not as busy as Deeptej Vernekar because she doesn't have a phone. She's not answering calls. She's done the right thing. She's given us time. She delegates time. She outsources. She knows how to make those moves. Gopika, 15 minutes in the middle of the festival. Tomorrow the festival starts. You've given me 15 minutes.
Precious 15 minutes. But we realize this is precious too.
Are you fully aware of what you are doing at every moment?
Never. Most of the time we don't know what we're doing. We just go with the flow.
I'm asking you this because there are like 300 people outside this room right now and everyone's running everywhere because the opening's tomorrow. She seems like completely calm and composed. She has the bird's eye view.
It's leap of faith.
Leap of faith. That's amazing. I have questions which are creative, but I also have managerial questions. I asked Arijit a few questions which are, because as a producer of a festival, there's a phenomenal amount of trust you have in people. So this person will delegate. It's a quality I don't have. So I'm asking you, can you teach me how to trust people?
I think it's like learning how to fall.
Good. Okay.
That's what it's like. You fall and then sometimes you get hurt, but then you pick yourself up, and that's how you learn how to. The same thing when you're trusting people. Sure. There will be people who let you down. There will be disappointments, but from that you have so much to learn. But there are far more, sort of positive things that come out of it. So it's a learning. This is not the first or the last event or festival or thing you do in life.
No, but you have an opening tomorrow. So my question to you is, okay, let's start with the Goa Open Arts, the core, the question of
why?
The founder's question. Why did you decide to do this festival? There are quite a few festivals. I'm going to be very open. There are quite a few festivals in Goa.
True.
That celebrate.
Well, I think one first reason is I think we must be a little crazy because I think it was. I think I'll tell you right at the beginning how it started. It's like we felt we're creative people.
Sure.
We made the decision to come and live in Goa, and we wanted to find a way in which we could engage with other creative people in Goa, because we realized there are a lot of creative people who have moved here. It is a disproportionate number of creative people have moved from different parts of the country and the world, and are practicing here. They're not just come here to retire. And there was this thriving community of artists who are natively Goan. And we said it would be great to just find a way to. It came up and like that, and it was a whim. I said, let's do something together. It wasn't. We didn't call it a festival, or we just said, let's start this thing called Goa Open Arts and keep it really open. And from there, it just became the first festival, which gave us such a high, and it felt so good.
Yeah.
And the idea was also that it was to bring a community together. Ours is not a corporate festival. We don't have corporate funding.
Yeah.
We are all artists. There are 5 of us, and we're all from the arts. we all find ways, we all voluntarily give our time and our skills, whatever we have, so that saves us money. And we try and raise funds from the public, from small donators. We do fundraising, by selling art and
Yeah.
sharing it with the artists. So that's the way we've been raising funds, and we managed to pull the first festival off. Then, of course, COVID happened.
Yeah.
So we couldn't do anything. So we then decided that we'll give out grants, because we had a little corpus after
Sure.
the festival.
Yeah.
So we said, let's give out grants to artists. And
You're not a foundation currently.
it's an initiative.
Okay.
I don't think a foundation is a more sort of a legal technical term.
Yes.
It's open-ended in that sense, because we really didn't know where we were going.
Sure.
There was no clear path charted out, just as there isn't now.
I'm curious, what are your conversations with the government officials? Because they ask you these questions. They're like these 5 people have come together. There are 5 people thinking of multiple things in different in the end you have to kind of touch base with the government official and kind of say, give me the old GMC building. They're going to be like, who are you?
Interestingly, when we came here to get it, they offered it to us.
Sure.
We got offered Aguad also. We just thought that was too big a template for us.
You said no to Fort Aguad?
Yeah, it was too big. It was too big for us. We got this. We were waiting if we got this. This is also very big for us. As
Yeah.
I said, that we are not corporate funded.
Sure, yes.
So while they gave it to us for a very nominal rate,
You said no to Fort Aguad. She said no. She said no.
it was too big for us. It was
She
too
said
big.
no to Fort Aguad.
It is a beautiful venue, but to dress it up, our production cost would have been very high.
Right.
And we have to be conscious of that, because we don't have deep pockets.
Sure.
Also, another reason why I say that Goa Open Arts, I really believe that this platform belongs to Goa.
Yeah.
We want it to be for anyone who's a creative practitioner who's based in Goa,
Yeah.
should feel that this is a platform that can be used for showcasing their work, for reaching out for anything, have ideas come together. That's what I hope that it can be. And the idea of why is it for only Goa-based artists, I think it's because it allows us to engage with each other for more than just a festival.
Yeah.
Because people are all based here. So we are actually, our engagement with the community has grown with every year.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why. We have great festivals like Serendipity and all, and they bring amazing work here.
Yes.
And they have a lot of funding, obviously, and they put in a lot of investment. And it's fantastic that, it's also opened up, people in Goa have been opened up to what is art. It's a completely different
And how
perspective.
to interact and experience art.
How to experience how. So, but they come and then they go.
Sure.
So for us, we are here, so we can continue by doing grants and mentorships and, creating different kind of programming. What we haven't found to do successfully is how do we keep it sustainable, so that the people who work are compensated correctly.
Yes.
That's what I really feel.
Professionally, yeah.
Yeah. For now, it's been a labor of love.
And the government doesn't help you.
Well,
They take money from you. They don't because you're contributing to the GDP in some way.
We should get. We have reached out, and we have got a small.
Sure.
Yeah. We got a little bit from the art and culture, and we are hoping that they recognize this as something that can belong to Goa.
Yeah.
It's special in that sense. We're very open. We try to include multiple languages. This time we have, for example, Mukbhat, which is a play in Konkani. We have Konkani films. We reach out even to artists and the communities which is here, so we can get a variety of, different types of work and artistic expressions and practitioners.
Yeah.
So we have
It
also
shows.
got people who are may have shown internationally in very big galleries and museums, and we have people who don't even know that they're artists.
Sure.
And in that sense, we keep it very democratic.
Yeah.
That you will get the same treatment, the same platform, the same level of production.
Same equity for even no matter
It
where,
doesn't
where
matter.
you are in the
It's not that, okay, if you are a person who's just, exhibited at the Met or something, that you'll get any extra.
Sure.
And
in fact, you give us something then. No, I'm joking. I wanted to ask you, what can you take us back to the initial the first evening when you're like, hey, I have something I want to discuss with you, Prashant or Sitara.
No, it was Prashant and me.
Prashant and you. Yeah.
It was Prashant and me. And he said, chalo, kuch karte hain.
Yeah.
You know, you should show your work here. Let's do something. We'll just do it in our houses.
Yeah.
You know? So my thing was, what's the point? हमारे ही दोस्त देखेंगे.
Whatever.
You know?
Yeah,
उसमें क्या बता? It's a bubble. In any case, we live in bubbles most of our time.
yeah. And you've been a designer.
I'm a designer and I've also shown as a visual artist.
Yeah.
So I said, that's whatever we do.
Sure.
I don't want it to be, that was one of the things
Limited.
I said. I don't want it to be a niche.
Yes.
I don't want it to go into somebody's, you know, because there's resistance for people to go into somebody's homes.
Yeah.
Everybody won't be comfortable going,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
There's a class thing and caste
There are many
thing
things.
and whatever. So I said, whatever it is, we should put it in a place where it's very accessible
There are
and
parking
very
problems
public.
also.
Yeah, parking problems.
Yeah, but so you have old GMC like given to you. You've called all the artists together. This did not happen in that conversation. This was.
Oh no, that time it was very, and then we went around looking ke kahan kare. We were literally looking ke where should we do it. We went to the old Asilo hospital.
Ah, nice.
And I said, let's do it in Mapsa. You know, let's bring Mapsa people who are there,
Yeah.
you know, on board. And we want to make it that it's not about us bringing
Yeah.
our work, but we wanted it to be more that whoever is around can come in and bring work, you know.
Yeah, it's cute.
So-
You wanted a cute, small, manageable.
Yeah, but so then we finally, it was funny. We were sitting in Michael Lobo's office and basically to tell him कि हमारा festival करना है तुम्हारे इलाके में और कोई ये निकाल
इलाके में. It sounds so.
we want you to help us get some funding. Give us a little.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So we met this gentleman there called Joseph, and he owns a wedding venue in Nagoa
Okay.
called Don Joao. So he started chatting with us, and he said, "Come see my place also."
Yeah.
So we went, and it was a beautiful spot, and we didn't. We said, but it's a wedding venue.
Yeah.
But I said, look at this amazing parking.
Grass. Parking.
Big thing. You know, we don't want to create nuisance.
Yes.
I'm very conscious of that,
Yeah.
that we don't want to create nuisance.
You know, just today in Bangalore, they stopped food eateries
Oh.
because it was creating parking
Yeah.
nuisance. Yeah.
You know, it's a hassle. We all complain. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to be a part of that
Sure.
story. You know, or invade a village in a way where it's
with your
obtrusive.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, that's sort of like a. I
And
feel-
Panji is kind of like, this
Public,
crossfade.
yeah.
No, people have like accepted that Panji mein hi
It's a
hota hai.
city.
Yeah.
It's a city, so it's different.
it's
You know,
capital
there's not,
city.
and it's also the sense of it's a public space.
Yes. And the police knows how to behave.
Yeah,
when
and there's the adequate
public.
parking. You know, I mean,
Yes. It's
and
ready
it's
for
not
you.
such a big festival. And even that one was like that. The first one, it was in that sense, it was a private place,
Sure.
but it was not exalted. You
Yes.
know, I mean, and it's not somebody's home or
Yeah.
something. So that worked out well. And then this was, of course, like a challenge. So we said, let's take it up. It has been a challenge.
Of course.
We've realized it's a challenge. It's a big space.
Yeah.
Again, as I said, the bigger it is, the more is our expense on production.
Yes.
You know, so. But I think that all that aside, we keep putting in. Acha, you know, so terrified cash flow mein problem hoga. You put out from your kitty.
Yeah.
You're
Personal.
personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, both Priya and Prashant, just so that there's no problem in,
Yeah.
you know. And we don't want to dishearten artists.
Sure.
You know, we really
That's
do
pretty sweet,
respect.
yeah.
That's what it's about. This is for that. It's not about us.
Yeah.
This is not about us. So also, yes, I have shown work at both the festivals. I'm showing here as well. And I think it's that thing of, yes, I believe in our own
Yeah.
festival. It's
Like
not
you're
like,
the promoter of your own stock. Like it's like that.
it's like
yeah.
I'm willing to put my stuff in here, you
Sure.
know.
Yeah.
And that's also, I think, you know, so at many levels.
But every time you put your work and you founders put your work, 4 other people could have put their work.
True.
So then.
But then
it's
that's
like
some
you get,
privilege.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying like in terms of, because I know people who applied maybe and didn't get.
Sure.
I asked Diptesh this also. So I was just
So,
wondering.
you know why we keep it open.
The younger artists are like really look at your festival and say, wow, these guys really.
But we take very young artists. We've
Yeah, yeah.
taken artists who've never, as I said, don't even know they're artists. You
Yeah.
know, so, but you know, we have to keep a standard. I mean, we also
Yes,
see how much there's leap of faith with many projects. I have to
Yes.
tell you, some go right, some go wrong.
Yeah.
And
Part-
that's going to happen. That's
Sure.
part of it. And we don't care if people judge us. This is not
Sure.
up to this mark or that mark.
No, it
For
is.
us, it's every step is a learning. And honestly, for me,
Hmm.
the process is far more interesting than whatever the end result
What a
is.
process.
The process is amazing.
This.
For us, it's and also because I say that even now, it feels like it's a community coming together to do things.
Yeah.
There isn't a strict hierarchy. We get people to come and help who do it at a very reasonable.
Sure.
We do compensate.
Yes.
But I'd say it's not like fair compensation. What I would really like.
Yeah. I know.
But we would really like it. But I wish we could afford it.
Yeah.
I wish we could afford all the technology we need.
Your intent is super pure. You have 300 people outside because of that. So you should just.
No,
start
we don't want to
believing.
rest in those
I know.
those
Yeah, I'm
laurels.
sure.
We still feel that it's not.
You'll scale up. This is a scalable
I
model.
mean, it is, and we are hoping that there is
Yeah.
ways which we have to also work hard at
Sure.
to find a way in which we can make this something that's viable,
Yes. Sustainable. on its
sustainable,
own.
and viable. It must be. At the moment, for example, half the tech
Yeah.
is all begged, borrowed, and stolen.
Yeah.
अच्छा तुम्हारे पास कितने TV है?
Barabar.
You've just got a projector as a wedding present.
Yeah. Oh.
So we've given, people have, we've borrowed, we've
Yeah.
given. So I don't know if all the artists are even aware of it because they think a festival means
They
that,
will be now. And also like 10 years from now, this makes for great documentation.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like, wow, we got that TV over there is from somebody's wedding.
yeah,
It's a wedding gift.
yeah. So we've also done that. We've given, because there's so much tech now in
Sure.
art, and while we may not be able to afford the best, we are trying to get whatever we can, and we also don't want to disappoint artists
You're
as much
trying
as
your
we can.
best to not say no.
To not say no, and
Not
that
say
is
no.
also something about great that Prashant does. He's like,
Yeah. They're like
let's do
parent figures.
let's do it, let's try,
That's lovely.
So
It makes such a difference when the founders are creative themselves.
yes,
And they
because
have-
we've been on the other side as well, so you don't want to be treated badly, you're not a commodity.
Tell us, what is this? What is this? What is this gossip? What is the
Yeah.
story? What's the backstory?
There's no backstory. It's just that we don't want to be.
Who said no to you?
Nobody. But we know that it does happen. That
Yeah,
there
of
is
course.
but we don't want that to happen. We
Sure.
want to, as far as possible, accommodate.
Let's talk to the younger viewers who next year will apply for the Goa Open Arts Festival 2025.
We encourage them to even apply for the Catalyst grant, because that's also an important thing, which is definitely something that younger artists can apply for with interesting projects. We give out 5 grants.
What's the value per grant?
Well, this year it was 1 lakh, but I think that was steep. But we cut down the number of grants then. We gave only 3. We don't know next year what it will be. We are hoping that some people add to our kitty so that
Yes.
next year we have
You
enough
want
to give.
support.
We do want support. We want support from institutions, foundations,
Private people,
private, any philanthropy.
Because it's going, you're funneling it in the right direction. You're funneling
We're
it.
totally open and transparent. Like we keep our accounts open if anyone wants to see. In fact, the 5 of us work without any compensation,
Really?
and
Yeah, I mean,
it's really a lot of time. And I'd say with Prashant and me, we feel that we're giving back. But I think the younger people, Diptej and
Yeah.
Sitara, and they are at the peak of their careers,
yeah,
and they give this a lot of time.
yeah.
And without their time and their skills,
This
we
is-
wouldn't do it.
This is not the peak of your career?
It's
Being the
always
founder.
peaking.
Being the founder of
So
a
that's
festival,
why-
you had a greater time when you were young.
Well, the peak of your earning career.
That's-
Let me put it that way.
That's the right, yeah.
Yeah, it's the peak of your earning career, when you're making
Yeah.
it.
Because I
You-
can't imagine this high. Like, you as a producer of a festival, my ex, I was in the Kochi Binale. So like I've seen Bose and I've seen them produce like exhibitions of epic scale, and even Serendipity, I've worked with them. I know the founders and people. So I was like, this high is something you like.
You
What do you
can't
do
give
when
it.
the festival is over?
Oh, it's so sad.
You'll be
That's
sitting and like
Veluing papad.
yeah, you're doing something that is not festival
Yeah.
worthy, and you're thinking,
Yeah.
wait, what's the next high?
Next step, the conversation that Tara and I were having in the
pretty
car while
ambitious.
we were driving down is now we've got to just sit down and have a chat of where do we see Goa Open Arts 4 years from now.
It's a good chat to have.
Because honestly, it was a whim.
Yeah,
It was a whim.
you're killing it. Yeah,
We're not, as I said, none of us are event managers.
Yeah.
None of us are, corporates. We're all professional artists or
Yeah.
designers and photographers, and we've put it together
yeah,
in this very organic manner.
lovely.
And so there was no sort of plan, and there was no vested interest.
Sure.
There was nothing that we were going to get out of it financially or whatever. The idea was maza karte hain.
This conversation has become financially very heavy and like a lot about the problems in this. Can you tell us some of the good things? And don't you
all
also,
of it was good.
No, I know, but can you also say something about, if I had to ask you, there should be more festivals in this country. A country like India there's so much to celebrate.
There is, and honestly, there is a lot. I always say more art is better than less art. More culture is better than less
Yes.
culture. And of every kind, at every level,
Sure.
as long as it's done with that level of, I think one can't judge. But, that push that, that it should make I really feel that, art is needed to keep a community healthy.
Yes.
Any civilization
Yeah,
is
yeah.
impoverished
Yes.
without art. So this is without art, without culture. When I say art, I am including all forms
All
of art.
forms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
culture
forms.
makers.
Yeah, and it's
And this is only a visual art space.
this is a visual art space.
And music and theatre.
We've got music, we've got theatre, we've got poetry, we've got spoken word, we've got, and in visual arts, we've got everything that there is.
And everything is ticketed.
Everything is free. What do you mean?
The plays are not ticketed.
Everything is free. We are paying for everything.
No wonder you don't have money then.
It's true.
Then what is the model? Wait, everything is free?
Everything is free. I mean, we're crazy. That's what.
You just like 5 sentences
Well, you have
ago,
to pay for your drinks.
That's not how you make. Is that how you make? That's why you're not going to make money.
We're not. So that's what I said. We have to change our model a little bit.
You need to hire someone above you.
God. If there is something like a God.
They need a boss. You
A corporate boss.
You don't need a corporate boss. You need
Boss is a corporate. That's it. So, yeah, we have. So, that
I thought-
Prashant is a hardcore lefty.
Yeah.
So he's got, first of all, this
Okay.
thing, public ke liye free hona chahiye.
Barabar.
So we don't know how to charge.
Even Serendipity charged people for the entrance for.
They did.
Yeah, some of the plays were ticketed. I mean, there were 100 rupees, 99
We
rupees.
thought about it, but
And
it
that
was
was a
so
Munjal
complicated.
Foundation.
I know.
CSR funding and all. But you guys are,
We're stupid. That's what I said. Pagal hai thode. But
I think people should just come for the festival.
they can
and
make donations,
You
I mean,
can charge people. You're giving something, people of such value. You're giving them high quality art. You're giving them high quality theatre.
we've got cinema also this time.
And you don't charge people.
We don't charge. We don't know how to. I think it all came up too much.
Call me.
Okay, we'll hire you as a consultant for our.
How are you not charging people? People would have paid for this. People are paying for everything in
I know. We went for Echoes of Earth, and I found out that one of my friends I bought a ticket earlier on. I just wanted to see because I was interested in
Yeah.
the stages and all. And one of my friends came in, and the ticket at the gate was 4,500 rupees
Yeah.
a head for one show.
Yeah, for one, you
One
go
day.
for Sunburn, you go for Echoes, you go for all of this. Yeah,
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And every drink was 700 rupees.
Yes,
Our
and
drinks are going to be like $400.
yeah.
We hope we make some money on that. We're very.
Even Fort Aguad takes 200 rupees entrance.
If you're a senior citizen
the-
and Goan, then you
Yeah,
manage to get
yeah.
it almost free.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is that there is a
True, but I think that's what we need to figure our model out.
yeah.
And because.
You're 3 festivals in, by the way.
No, second.
Second, you're still
This is only
figuring
the
out the
second.
model.
This is only the second.
This is the greatest conversation I've had with a startup founder Live
I
call.
said
This
that
is,
we're crazy and it was
this is
done
like a
in
Zoom
way
call.
It's like a Zoom call, yeah. But this is
yeah, no, it's lovely. But I'm seeing 300 people outside working and almost ready to deliver tomorrow.
hopefully,
Yeah.
fingers
So,
crossed. We don't know. We trust Sidhu with
Yeah.
everything we've got because he has this calm Zen-like
Yeah, yeah.
manner and says, "Haan,
ho
sab
jayega,
hoga."
ho jayega. It looks good. Is there anything you want to say to the people of Goa?
I just want to say, come, enjoy yourself. There's some great art and there's lots of good music. There's cinema, there's food. No reason to not come. There are workshops. We've got an amazing workshop by Anjum Rajaballi, which is, I think, a rare thing to get. And yeah, come and be part of the movement is what I'm saying. Join this whole feeling of, this is our festival. I say this belongs to Goa. And everyone who feels like they belong to Goa should be part of it.
That's amazing. On that note, I had a great chat with you. Thank you so much. All the
Thank
best
you.
in life.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm coming to you for consultation on how to
I'll charge
make
you.
money. We'll pay you. As long as you get us money, we'll
I'll
pay
teach
you.
you how to sign a check.
Signing
I'm
तो
joking.
बहुत करते
I'm
हैं.
joking.
Just put
हाँ,
the
how
money
to put
in.
the money in.
That's the
Inward
other way.
remittance.
हाँ, बाहर तो it goes like tuck, tuck. Now we have so many modes by which it goes. Goes by UPI, GPay, whatever you want. It's just going.
No, we'll make money.
Yeah.
We'll make big money. Yeah.
Big
This
we
is
don't.
good.
We just want to make enough money to make the festival better every time, and to be able to give out the grants and whatever we do. That's what we want money for.
Gopika Chowfla.
Thank you.